Hello, my name is Raphael Webb, and this was my father. His name was Marek Webb. About 9 years ago, he had a mild heart attack, which in fact blocked some of the oxygen that was going to his brain, and we didn't know it right then, but this triggered a downward slide into dementia that never, ever came to an end until he passed away in 2021. This podcast will have little moments. I call it moments with Marek. I'm writing about them and I want to talk about them. Moments that I experienced with my father during his struggle, as well as memories from the past, because not everything is going to be about Alzheimer's. I do intend to relay the experience of taking care of a parent who is disappearing before your very eyes. But I also want him to be remembered, not just because of the Alzheimer's. We're never going to forget about that, obviously. But I also want you to know about the father that he was to me. The father that he was to me, and the grandfather that he joyfully was to my two children. And I also want you to know about the man with the wicked sense of humor, the joker, and occasionally the prankster, a sense of humor that he was somehow able to maintain even throughout his struggle. And I also want you to get to know the man who was the respected scholar, the man that people from all over the world sought out to understand the history of their families from Eastern Europe, the man who was at the top of his organization, a man that we were all so proud of. Now, I'm not going to discuss anything with respect to legalities, medical, or anything financial. I don't have any expertise in any of those areas, so we're not going to talk about any of that. I'm going to talk about the human side of this. I'm going to talk about how Alzheimer's affected my father and how it affected me, how it affected my mom, and others close to his orbit, those who loved him so much. And maybe I hope some of you out there would want to share your experiences as well. I would love to hear from some of you out there about the good, about the sad, about the funny, because even though caring for somebody with Alzheimer's is sad, it wasn't always sad. There were times when it was so funny, tears would roll out of my eyes. I'd be laughing, and then after that, I would just keep crying. But I couldn't deny the fact of how funny it was. And maybe we can compare notes. We can talk about what we think we did right and what we think we did wrong. And what we'll find out is we never really did anything wrong. As long as you love the person and care for them, you never really did anything wrong. We just muddled through this and did the best we possibly could. So hopefully, let's talk. So this is the intro episode, and following this little episode will be other little episodes, little moments. Okay, again, this is called Moments with Marek, and each one will have a story about my father, either about his struggle or some thing that happened with myself and my dad in the past that really stick with me in my head and my heart. And I would really like you to get to know him because he was a really great guy. And I really loved him. So until next time, take care and see you soon.